In the twilight realm of Aethel, where twilight bled into dawn and dusk into night, lived Cyrene, a huntress with hair, the color of moonlight and eyes that mirrored the fathomless depths of the starlit ocean. Hers was a life woven from the whispers of ancient forests and the thrill of the chase. But an unsettling stillness had descended upon Aethel. The once vibrant songs of unseen creatures had muted to an eerie silence, and the playful sprites that danced between the trees had vanished. Rumors swirled like smoke on the wind, whispers of a monstrous serpent, the Pythos, that had awakened from its slumber in the heart of the forbidden grove. One night, bathed in the ethereal glow of a three-mooned sky, Cyrene found a lone, golden arrow lodged in the heart of a fallen oak. Its craftsmanship was unlike anything she had ever seen, the fletching shimmering with an otherworldly luminescence. A tingling sensation snaked up her arm as she grasped the arrow, and a vision flooded her mind, a young god with eyes that blazed like the sun, locked in a desperate struggle with a creature of obsidian scales. The vision fractured, leaving behind a burning curiosity and a tremor of foreboding. Cyrene knew a darkness had settled upon Aethel, and the arrow, an unmistakable symbol of divine intervention, pulsed with a desperate plea. The choice was stark: ignore the unsettling quietude and the cryptic message of the arrow, or venture into the forbidden grove, a place where even the bravest hunters feared to tread. Driven by an unyielding sense of duty and a sliver of unexplainable hope, Cyrene set out. The deeper she ventured, the denser the air grew, heavy with an oppressive silence. The once vibrant flora wilted, choked by an unseen blight. As she crept through the tangled undergrowth, a pair of golden eyes glinted from the shadows. Panic clawed at her throat, but a voice, surprisingly calm and melodic, echoed in her mind, "Do not fear, huntress. I sense your courage." Emerging from the shadows, bathed in the ethereal glow of bioluminescent fungi, stood a breathtakingly handsome figure. His hair resembled spun sunlight, and his eyes, though warm, held the power of a summer storm. He introduced himself as Apollo, a god from a realm beyond the Veil of Aethel, trapped in a desperate battle with the Pythos. A wave of disbelief washed over Cyrene. Gods were the stuff of ancient legends, whispered stories around crackling campfires. Yet, here he stood, radiating a divine aura that left no room for doubt. A reluctant alliance was formed. Apollo, weakened by the Pythos' venom, needed Cyrene's knowledge of the forbidden grove to find a mythical herb, the moonflower, its essence the only weapon potent enough to slay the serpent. Their journey together was fraught with peril. Razor-sharp vines whipped at them, and grotesque creatures, twisted parodies of the forest's former inhabitants, rose from the shadows. But amidst the dangers, a spark ignited. Apollo, with his playful humor and tales of a sunlit world beyond the veil, chipped away at Cyrene's guarded exterior. She, in turn, showed him the hidden beauty of Aethel, revealing the language of the wind and the secrets whispered by the ancient trees. Finally, they reached a hidden grotto where moonlight bathed the moonflower in its ethereal glow. The Pythos, sensing their approach, emerged from the shadows, its immense form a grotesque mockery of life. A brutal battle ensued. Apollo, invigorated by the moonflower's essence, rained arrows of blazing light upon the monstrous serpent. Cyrene, a whirlwind of moonlight and shadow, used her agility to dance around the Pythos' crushing coils, her arrows finding chinks in the serpent's armor. The battle raged for a night and a day. The earth trembled, and the very fabric of reality seemed to tear at the edges. Just as the Pythos was about to strike a fatal blow to Apollo, Cyrene, fueled by a desperate love that had bloomed amidst the chaos, threw herself in the way. The serpent's venomous fangs tore through her shoulder, but the blow meant for Apollo was deflected. With a final, earth-shattering roar, the Pythos fell, its dark essence dissipating into the night. Aethel sighed with relief, the vibrant songs of life returning once more. But victory came at a terrible cost. Cyrene lay dying, the venom spreading like a creeping shadow. Tears welled up in Apollo's eyes, a sight that would have shaken the very foundations of Olympus. He plucked a golden feather from his wing, its luminescence imbued with the essence of the sun. "This," he whispered, placing it over the wound, "will hold the darkness at bay, but it cannot cure you completely." A choice, agonizing and bittersweet, presented itself to Apollo. He could use his godhood to return to his realm, leaving Cyrene to face a slow, agonizing demise. The thought of Aethel, now free from the Pythos's blight, yet devoid of her laughter, was unbearable. Or he could defy the celestial laws and share his immortality with her. Yet, such a transgression would come at a steep price. He risked being banished from Olympus, forever severed from his divine family and purpose. As Cyrene's breaths grew shallow, Apollo knew he couldn't bear the thought of losing her. With a resolute glint in his eyes, he held her hand, his touch sending a surge of warmth through her chilled body. "My love," he murmured, his voice thick with emotion, "I choose you." The moment their lips met, a blinding light engulfed them. When it subsided, they lay entwined, Cyrene's eyes no longer clouded with pain but sparkling with newfound life. Her hair, once the color of moonlight, now shimmered with streaks of gold, a constant reminder of the sun god's gift. A tremor shook the ground, and a booming voice, laced with anger, echoed through Aethel. "Apollo, you have defied the celestial decree. Prepare to face the consequences." Apollo looked at Cyrene, his heart overflowing with love but burdened by the knowledge of what he had done. "We must leave," he said, his voice filled with determination. "Together." A tear escaped Cyrene's eye, but it wasn't a tear of fear. It was a tear of gratitude and a promise. Together, they would face whatever wrath Olympus unleashed, for their love, forged in the crucible of battle and sacrifice, was a force that transcended even the power of the gods. Their journey would be perilous. They would have to outrun celestial hunters, navigate treacherous starways, and confront the judgment of Zeus himself. But as long as they had each other, they knew they could overcome any obstacle. Aethel, now a memory etched in their hearts, became a symbol of the unwavering bond they shared, a love that dared to defy the heavens themselves.